the end of April and we're 20-8 and ahead in the division. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's our chance. It's our time. Pirates Mania is starting now, baby!
So yeah, it's the 1st of August, so it's been like what, a month, 2 months since we last recorded. I know I've been very busy. Cammy has been very busy. I don't know what's going. I don't know what's been going on. Your life. It's mostly been my fault. We can't record anyway.
I want to blow up my house.
Yeah, that's a
It's
strong start to the podcast.
it's it's not going good. It's not going good.
What happened?
20-8 collapse.
The what collapse?
We went 20-8 to start the year and then collapsed in
Oh,
July.
oh, let me check the standings here. Oh. Okay. Oh shit. Oh my god. You only have two less losses than the Cardinals. What happened?
I'll tell you what happened. Our hitting coach is the worst hitting coach in the history of Major League Baseball. Just for the sole reason that under him, nobody has gotten a fucking hit. We cannot hit the ball.
Is that literal or figurative?
Like, we cannot get hit. None of the pieces who should be getting hits are getting hits. The only people who have been getting hits for us are the veterans who don't need a hitting coach, like Andrew McCutchen, G-Man Choi, and Carlos Santana. Oh wait, did I forget to mention that Carlos Santana was traded to the fucking Brewers?
And
Our
Troy,
best
Jeevan
hitter.
Troy went to the Ozarez, right?
Yeah,
As John Heyman says.
as John Heyman says, Rich Hill.
Which, if I recall correctly, he's the same mastermind behind Arson Judge.
Yeah. Dude needs to learn how to use a fucking keyboard.
I can just imagine him like doing like the old man hunt and peck.
Yeah.
And you got like three interns that are paid much less than they need to survive, just watching over him as he types them, and none of them dare correct him about the Ozras.
About the Ozrez.
I don't know, but I mean, like, the Pirates did win their last two series, mind you. One of them was against the Phillies.
We won against the Phillies, and for some reason after we got rid of one of our better hitters, we started knowing how to hit the ball again. And I
Every
don't
other
understand.
series, every other series before them, though, before the Padres series, Angels lost, Guardians lost, Giants swept. Diamondbacks lost, Dodgers lost. Wow. This was what the Cardinals were looking like back in June. Uh, welcome to Well, welcome back to the Poverty Franchise Club, Snoot.
I hate it here.
We all hate it here.
I think I think it's
We,
funny. This is like our first actual season. Granted, we haven't recorded in a while because of a multitude of reasons, but this is our first season, our first actual season of the podcast, and none of us will be making the playoffs.
yeah.
We're all gonna be on the couch this year.
God. Speaking of the NL Central and the fucking wasteland that it is, if you've been watching Cardinals games in the past, like really, if you've been watching Cardinals games in the past like week or so, then you understand that every game against the Cubs is a fucking Squidward torture episode. But instead of Squidward, it's like Adam Wainwright. Uh,
What
the
were they
Cardinals,
thinking?
after like one of the most dreadful series that they could possibly imagine, did, however, win 0-3 against the Cubs, but it sure took 3 losses to achieve that. Uh, the series against the D-backs went pretty good. Before the other disaster series against, you guessed it, the Chicago Cubs. I don't know why the fuck MLB the league has decided that the Cardinals should play the Cubs like every fucking Tuesday. Like, I hate watching those games because I know exactly how they're gonna go. The Cardinals are gonna get washed for like 2/3 of the series, and then the last third they will maybe win. It's painful. Uh, Painful like the London series. So painful that, if I recall right, that's the series where Adam Wainwright walked off the mound choking back tears.
Yeah.
But maybe I would cry too if I was a Brit.
God.
It's been an emotional year in general for pitchers who are 1,000 years old. I say this with love. Uh, Given that, as you know, it is trade season, as Snoot covered for a little bit. And per ESPN, the Mets have made many trades. One that their pitcher, Max Scherzer, wasn't too happy about before he eventually went to the Rangers. And that is that the Mets traded David Robertson for uh, Marco Vargas and Ronald Hernandez. I don't know who those two are. I don't go to Miami Marlins games. I don't pay attention to them. They're not a bad team by any stretch. They're just in the wrong division for me to give a shit. Because I decided for some reason that my favorite division should be one of the shittiest ones.
You and me both, brother. You and me both.
And then Cammy just picked one of the worst teams in one of the best ones. So, actually, yeah, the Mets are doing pretty bad this year, huh? Ooh.
Why do you think they're selling off all their shit?
Yeah, like the Cardinals. The Cardinals have also made a fuck ton of trades. But the other Mets trades worth talking about. Uh, we'll go over them first. Cammy can't show up today, of course, but otherwise she'd be here. But she did give me some opinions ahead of time on the trades. She said that the Scherzer trade was agonizing, and she's gonna miss Canha, and I'm also gonna miss Canha. I have no idea why the fuck they traded Canha. especially for a prospect, for a top 30 prospect, not top 10, not even top 20, top 30. I
According,
don't understand where they're getting, how they're, who they're going to replace Kenna with in the short term. Sorry, you're saying?
I was just saying that Justin Jarvis, who I believe they got for Mark Canna, is currently sitting at 13th
Oh, okay. I
for
thought it was something.
it's
It's still a weird trade in my opinion because Kenna is one of the good players in the Mets,
yeah.
and I can't say I really understand switching him off for a prospect. Though I guess the Mets do genuinely kind of need a farm system, given that their best prospects were moved up already, and the rest of them are like high A Andes.
Yeah.
Who did Max Scherzer get traded for again?
Luis Angel Acuna, whom is Ronald Acuna's little brother.
Oh yeah, like I know Cammy is very negative about the Scherzer trade, but I think the Scherzer trade is good because the thing to keep in mind is that Max Scherzer is a million years old, and if I recall right, hasn't been having the best year.
Yeah.
But it seems the Rangers are one of the teams making the most trades right now. Uh,
They're going all in.
and I'm sure Scherzer is happy about it because he was pissed about Robertson going to the Marlins. Uh, they also traded Muckenhirn to the Mariners, whoever Muckenhirn is, and they got Chris Flexen from it, which I think was a good trade. I need to actually imagine if I did my research before I said shit. But it's whatever. Who cares? Uh, ooh. Uh,
Flexing any good?
I'm checking. It's about the same.
Okay.
Flexen's performance is a little worse, but his name is funny at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are two kinds of big traders this year. The ones who want to keep their division lead, so Rangers, Dodgers, Braves. Uh, the Astros made a few trades too. And then you have the teams that are in a fucking disaster scenario and trying to rebuild their team from the ground up. So that's the Mets, the Cardinals, and the White Sox. The White Sox have given players to the Astros, to the Dodgers, to the Angels. And apparently, Kendall Graveman is. This is not Kendall Graveman's first rodeo at the Astros.
Oh.
Speaking of Braves trades, Brad Hand is moving to the Braves from the Rockies, and this is going to be like what his ninth team
Yeah.
that he's played for,
Yeah.
and that makes him the only player in baseball history to have played for every NL East team. Which is an interesting record to hold. I feel good for him going for the Braves, going to the Braves though. He's probably going to be winning a lot more games now that he's not in fucking Colorado. Similar shout out to Nicky Lopez going from the Royals to the Braves. As much as I hate the fact the Braves are gonna win more, because I fucking hate the Braves. The Braves are just the fucking East, the fucking Dodgers of NL East. Everyone knows it. But I guess at least the Braves are like actually good. The Dodgers get washed in some of the stupidest situations, and it's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we can't avoid Cardinals trades. I just saw what you posted there. I can't beat around the bush around these. So first things first, Jordan Montgomery to the Rangers. I'd be really upset about this if Montgomery wasn't leaving next year anyway. Because he's doing really good. It's a little bit upsetting, but it's what had to happen, and at least we're getting something for it. Uh, I don't know who Kloffenstein and Roberts are, but they're a part of the Blue Jays trade where he partnered with Jordan Hicks and Paul DeYoung. And well, I'm sad to see DeYoung go. Not sad to see Hicks go. He was garbage. But yeah, it's sad to see DeYoung go. He was a pretty capable shortstop. I really hope they move Mason Wynn up from the Redbirds because he has apparently been a devastating player in AAA. Like I hear this, I see this adage on my timeline a lot. Mason Wynn is not human.
Uh, I'm gonna
It seems
look
like
this
the
up real
Redbirds are
quick.
having a pretty fun year.
Hold on. Where are they? Toronto. Oh, of course, I gotta actually look them up. I'm looking up the guy who the Cardinals got
For DeYoung,
for DeYoung. Yeah,
oh yeah, because Kloffenstein and Roberts were for specifically for Hicks.
yeah. They picked up Matt Swanson, whom is a pitcher in. I guess right now he's in Double A, and holy fuck.
What?
I don't think you should be in terms of long-term stability in the bullpen, I don't think you should be too worried because this dude has a 1.11 ERA and 26 appearances
Oh, that's pretty insane. Yeah.
and 6
The thing I'm
saves.
more concerned about is starting pitchers, because in the famous words of John Mozeliak, we have six of them.
Well, not anymore because
It's really,
you
it's
traded one
real.
of them.
It's really more like we have like one. Uh, I'm struggling to even think of who it is at this point because this has been a rough year for Wainwright, and we just traded Montgomery. Uh, I don't even know who else is an opening pitcher for the Cardinals anymore.
You got
Like,
Jack Flaherty.
I guess Flaherty is alright. I think Jojo Romero is also a starting pitcher.
Think
Wait,
maybe.
no.
Oh, you still have Michaelis.
Oh yeah, we do have Michaelis. He's alright. Uh, and we have Mats. Uh, whatever good that does us. Yeah, I was wrong. Jojo Romero is a relief pitcher. But I think Romero and Gallegos, especially Gallegos, gotta love Gallegos.
Yeah.
Like they're good. Uh, I wish we could do something about Verhagen.
Taiwan Walker actually had a good day the other day against the Marlins.
That's a surprise.
He pitched.
Taiwan Walker. What team is he in right now?
He's on the
Philly.
Phillies. He only walked 2 people the entire game. That's crazy.
That is great. Why couldn't he do that for the Mets? If he wasn't in the Mets last year, the Mets would have taken on their favorite shape, the division gone.
Yeah. I have another meme for you in recording text.
Ah, Christ. I got a cup of ramen. I pulled off like the lid. Now I got broth all over my hands. God. Let's see this. Yeah. Wait, Cabrera is going to the Blue Jays too?
That was announced like a while ago, I think.
Huh. It's
I,
kind of funny that a whole bunch of Cardinals players are moving to the one Canadian team. It's like it feels like a psyop almost. Like they really want me to be a Blue Jays fan.
yeah.
I mean, to be honest, in the
Either
AL,
that or the Rangers.
if I had to pick an AL East team to bat for, it would be the Blue Jays.
No, you're just wrong. You have to go for the Orioles.
Shut the fuck up. But I guess the league agrees with you right now because the Orioles recently overtook the Rays and have kept that lead so far.
Yeah.
They have the same amount of wins, but the Rays have lost three more times. I think two of those are from the Orioles.
Yeah. Orioles kicked their ass a
The
couple
Rays seem
weeks,
to
a
finally
couple
be
games.
running out of steam.
Yeah.
Which is kind of surprising because it seemed like that would never happen to them. Meanwhile, in the other divisions, the AL Central is still pretty in the air between Twins and Guardians.
Not either of those teams are probably gonna make it past the wild card round.
Yeah, true.
Oh wait, they have to play the 6th seed. Never mind. 6th seed's probably gonna end up being who's in the 6th seed right now? Actually, let me look
Good
this up.
question. Meanwhile, in the AL West, the Astros are catching up. They're only one game behind the Rangers, in fact. Which makes sense that the Rangers are making all of these trades all of a sudden, trying to get everybody's veteran players.
Oh, it's the Blue Jays right now.
Not only did Montgomery go to the Rangers, but so did Chris Stratton, which is a. I was a little unhappy about that one, honestly, because Chris Stratton was doing fine as a Cardinals reliever.
Which makes me angry because he was terrible as a Pirates reliever.
That's just how it goes. Pirates players go to another team and then suddenly do better because they're not the Pirates.
I'm gonna bust open a piece of drywall and eat it.
You just hate me because I'm right.
I just hate you in general.
Don't you mean in general?
I'm joking to kill you.
But yeah, the NL side, the NL East. The NL East is. I feel like the NL East might as well be clinched.
Yeah, it's pretty easily the Braves at this point.
Like, I don't think there's any universe where the Phillies or Marlins suddenly go fucking goblin mode and overtake the Braves. That's not happening. Uh, the NL Central is still fairly up in the air. The Brewers did just get a bunch of players.
Yeah.
Because not only did they get Canha,
They also grabbed my boy Santana.
yeah, and you got Severino.
Yeah, who's very much like he's very much a like high risk, high reward, or maybe low risk, high reward type guy. He's like,
I think in the end it's not the worst trade, but definitely could be better.
yeah. I just hope he suddenly becomes the next Jordan Alvarez or something like that.
God, here's hoping. We all wish we had a Yoran Alvarez on our team.
But yeah, Brewers.
Meanwhile, sorry, go on.
But yeah, Brewers got Santana. They got Canha. Who else did they get? I feel like they got someone else. I'm drawing a blank.
From the Pirates?
No, from anybody. Like just
Oh,
another
from
trade
anybody?
in general.
Uh, no, that's all the trades they've made, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not seeing any more.
Unless the Reds don't make a trade, I don't think the Brewers are gonna catch up with just those two guys.
Yeah, you're probably right. I still am pretty confident in the Reds, which is
Or
something
sorry,
I
not the
never
Braves,
thought.
the Brewers.
Yeah, no, I got what you meant. I'm still pretty confident in the Reds. Something that I would not have said at the start of the year.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's so fucking weird.
It's
This has been a weird season in general. All the rule changes, shit. I think they like actually transformed the shit out of the game.
yeah.
Like some things have not changed. The Dodgers are still on top of the NL West, obnoxiously enough.
I mean, the Giants are kind of catching up, and the Diamondbacks are still in it, but
the Giants are catching up in wins, but they still have losses. Well, they still have a lot of losses.
yeah, that's true.
The Diamondbacks, I feel like at this point, we're in August now. I feel like the D-backs are not in the running anymore.
That makes me depressed.
It's a little bit sad, yeah. But I think like unless a miracle happens right now, if you're in third in your standings, your team is a lost cause for the playoffs. Uh, I think the meta of the year has solidified itself for the most part, and it's only like second place teams that might make it.
Yeah.
Uh, it's going to be annoying seeing the Dodgers and Braves in another playoff year, but you know, it's just another fucking playoff year at that rate.
It's just another year of the playoffs.
And none of our teams are making the playoffs, so we can just enjoy some baseball.
We could just enjoy baseball and not have to worry about our team eating ass in the playoffs. Because none of us will be in the playoffs.
I don't have to worry about being fucking humiliated by like the bottom of NL East.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever get over that. I'll never get over the fact that was Pujols and Molina's last fucking game. And if I recall, I'm not the only person on the Twitter timeline who thinks that the Cardinals kind of died with Pujols' career.
Yeah.
But some would tell you the Cardinals have died since 2011 when they changed their coach out. But or was it as the manager? I don't remember. But I wasn't around for 2011, and I think only caring about the years where you win a World Series is a little bit asinine, especially for a team like St. Louis. Like you need to.
How come St. Louis only ever talks about 2013 and forgets that they made the World Series in 2013 as well? Or 2011. But they made it in 2013 as well. They
No,
lost.
no idea, but I mean the Phillies are pretty happy to make the World Series, especially because nobody fucking expected it.
Yeah.
Nobody expected the Phillies to make it past the wild card. And
Yeah.
every time we were like, the Phillies are not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. And
Yeah.
then they did it.
Yeah.
Until we thought they could do it, and then they couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah. And then they decided, you know what? We're happy with how we got this.
I think the Astros were just too good. And it's strange because the Astros don't have that many different players, but they're falling behind this year a little bit. I mean, they're catching up now, but it's closer than I think any one of the Astros ever anticipated.
Yeah.
But the Astros have also had some pretty embarrassing games, like Framber Valdez getting washed by the Cardinals.
Good.
It was so funny. Some other trades that have happened this season. You see, the Mariners come up a few times because they did give Flexen to the Mets. They gave AJ Pollock and Mark Mathias to the Giants. And they gave Sewald to Arizona. In return from Arizona, they got Josh Rojas and Dominic Canzone. And also Ryan Bliss in the minor leagues. It
Yeah.
seems like Seattle has a similar idea to, shit, I forgot what I was even saying. It seems that Seattle wants to build up their team for next year. They're managing their expectations.
Yeah.
It's a rough year for the Mariners.
They're like, all right, we ain't doing anything this year. Let's just pack it up and try again next year.
Something I'm sure they're used to. I'd say, like, proportionally, though, it's a much better year for them than it is for the Angels. It still blows my mind that every other news article is about how fucking good Shohei Ohtani is.
Yeah.
And he's on a team that will never make the playoffs.
At least until the off season.
Yeah, because then a half-decent team will acquire him.
Yeah.
And I hope next year, I hope next year gets to be Shohei Ohtani's year, because he deserves to carry a team to World Series. That guy deserves the world. And I'm going to be holding my hands together in prayer, hoping that Lars Nootbaar convinces Shohei Ohtani to come to St. Louis to play for the Stuart Little Cardinals. The Street Louise Cardinals.
The Street Louise.
I like Stuart Little Cardinals better, though. It's funny.
I forgot the Guardians went and got Kyle Manzardo from the
Oh yeah, they did.
From the Rays.
Yeah, they gave them Aaron Savali.
Yeah. I think Manzardo is a great fit for the Guardians. He's already up to number 3 in their system.
Oh, definitely. The Guardians also gave Ahmad Rosario to the Dodgers in return for Noah Syndergaard.
Yeah, that one I wasn't. That one is a little less good.
Yeah, I can imagine. Enrique Hernandez going back to the Dodgers and the Red Sox in return for Nick Robertson and Justin Hageman.
Yeah. Also, I know it probably says Enrique, but we call him Kike in this household.
Oh, huh. oh, oh! I forgot. Trevor Gott is also going to the Mets.
For
Let
who?
me check. Trevor Gott is also going from the Mets to the Mariners. Sorry, my mic fell down.
Oh,
Uh, he has a much better record than Chris Flexen. So the Muckenhirn trade feels like a fucking inherent win now.
yeah.
What else has happened? The Royals gave Aroldis Chapman to the Rangers in return for Cole Ragans and Roni Carrera.
Yeah.
Other trades the Marlins have made includes uh, giving Dylan Floro to the Twins in return for Jorge Lopez. What else has happened in the month that we've missed? Uh, oh yeah, the Cardinals are kind of embodying the fan base. Snoot, you gotta pull up the My Cardinal Romance shirt that happened that they put out for Cardinals emo night.
Yeah, my Cardinal Romance. I want this shirt so fucking bad, but I can't go to a Cardinals game because they're all the way in St. Louis.
God, I wish I could fucking go. Uh, I'm not even that big on emo. I just want the shirt
It's so
because
funny.
it's fitting too.
This is me. This is me after not being able to get the shirt.
God. Uh, There's also Bo Bichette. He got his knee fucked up.
Yeah, that's why. That's why. Uh, the Cardinals gave the Blue Jays Paul DeYoung, I think.
Yeah, I think Paul DeYoung will be right at home because, like Vladdy, he also hates the Mets.
Yeah.
The Yankees, rather. The Yankees. Sorry, I should never compare them because one team has charisma and the other is the Yankees.
The other is the Yankees.
But they both hate the Yankees, so it'll be perfect. They'll be perfect for each other, I think. They'll be thick as thieves. Uh, how long have we been recording?
About 40 minutes.
All right, I think it's high time to pull up a tier list if you're down for that.
Tier list,
It is the
baby.
start of the month,
It is the start of the month. We haven't done this in like
and
a
uh,
month at
yeah,
the very least, but we're gonna be doing it. I just need to pull up a different window because I don't want you guys to see all my tabs.
big question is: do we factor in these trades, or do we not do that because deadline day isn't over yet?
Uh, let's factor in some of them.
Sounds like a plan, and then we can talk like because you're gonna stream later tonight too, right?
Yeah.
At time of recording, of yeah. So like we can talk about like the rest of them and whether or not they would affect the tier list standing then, because I'll be guest starring on the stream as the annoying asshole who's wrong about baseball,
Who's wrong about baseball?
which is my favorite position to be in as the guest star.
Fucking boop. getting a screenshot of the tier list that was saved on here, so I have an idea of what. I really put the Pirates on wild card, didn't I?
You did.
God.
We really thought the Pirates were gonna get there. We all did. He was deceived by a lie. We all were.
This is all a facade.
Where were the Cardinals?
They were in dog water.
All right, yeah, I had it right.
So you get to move them to trash now.
I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be charitable because of the. Actually, wait, no, never mind. The Cubs series happened. It was pretty nuts that the Cardinals won twice against the Diamondbacks, both times with more than 10 runs. Well, with 10 or more runs, rather. That was the same series with the Diamondbacks. Had like a tribute to Adam Wainwright on the Jumbotron. It was really neat.
Yeah.
In general, just felt like a very fun, good, clean series. And also good revenge for the time the fucking D-backs grand slammed us early in the season.
You know what? I'm gonna keep my model on the confused configuration because I think it's funny.
Just stay confused.
Stay confused. But yeah, I got a new model. I debuted it on Twitch. If you didn't watch it, you suck.
Yeah, you should have been there when their model debuted. I say, despite not being there when it debuted. Listen, I never said I was good at this stuff.
I never said I was good. I just said I would do it.
Yeah. Excuse me, by the way.
No.
Yeah. I'm having some good spicy ramen.
I don't really know who would be eligible for fast risers at the moment.
I don't think fast rising is happening anymore.
It's fair. We're just gonna get rid of it that tier for now.
Yeah. Because I think, as it stands, there's not really much. I don't think any amount of traction is going to get your third place team into the playoffs, or in our case, is our fourth and fifth place team. Maybe next year for the Cards. I mean, I know the
Maybe.
Cards are going to make a whole bunch of off-season trades because Mozeliak is not done rebuilding the team. He's made it very clear that he wants to do more. And after this year, I get it.
Alright, now time to put the A's in their fancy little hell tier.
30 wins. You should put the Royals there too, because they only have 2 more wins than the A's.
Alright, fair enough.
Like those two are just in hell. It's over for them.
Congratulations, Oakland. You now have a friend in the hell tier.
The 2 worst fucking teams I've ever laid eyes on.
Alright. we got the Yankees. They're mid.
Yeah, no, they're mid. They're mid, and they're also the worst team in AL East right now somehow.
Yeah. It's because Aaron Judge keeps getting hurt and nobody else knows how to score runs other than
Yeah,
Aaron Judge. On that,
as it turns out, a team can't live on Rizzo alone,
yeah.
or any of the other super fucking overrated Mets players like Volpe.
You said Mets instead of Yankees.
Oh God, I keep doing that.
No, it's fine. They're both from New York. They're both from New York and they're both ass right now.
At least the Yankees are more ass than the Mets right now.
Yeah.
Mets are still mid though. But who's next?
Mariners.
Mariners, okay, yep. Uh, I'd say like trash, honestly.
Yeah, this is not a good year for Seattle.
Yeah, I feel like nobody should have expected it to be after the first few months because it was really cool when they made the playoffs. It's a shame they didn't really do anything. I mean, they were cool in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They dragged some games off a really long time and they made it to the division series, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like that was all pretty cool. I'm sure they were happy with that. But I think anybody who expected them to be a playoff team next year was soon very disappointed.
Yeah. It was this is a rough year for Seattle. Maybe Seattle might eventually become like the 2010 through 2014 San Francisco Giants, where they only do good on even numbered year.
Maybe.
Apparently, the Giants are doing the opposite of that this decade, where they're only good on an odd year.
Clearly the Mariners need to get Castellanos and the Phillies. So then every time something really fucking awful happens, Castellanos will get the Mariners a run.
Yeah. Somebody's dog died today. Nick Castellanos.
He's just powered by misfortune.
All right. Now we got the Rays.
The Rays, they're still wild card, honestly. I think the Rays are running out of steam, but I think that they're still like division pace.
Yeah.
They have three more losses than the Orioles, but the Orioles are gonna have to fight for it. So I think it's fair to put them in division still.
Yeah.
I don't think they're a World Series contender anymore, though. Who's
Yeah.
next?
Who's next? The Blue Jays.
Blue Jays? They're
AK
wild. They're
aka
wild card.
the Toronto Cardinals.
The Toronto Cardinals. They're wild card. I think they could possibly make it onto the wild card docket if they get like a few more wins. They're at the same. They're going at like they're only a little bit behind the Rangers and Astros. So if there's any third place team that can still make the playoffs, it's maybe the Blue Jays.
Sorry, I'm just seeing if any new news has happened yet.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Nothing really, except apparently the Padres and Giants are out on Justin Verlander. And the Yankees are targeting Dylan Carlson of the Cardinals.
I sure fucking hope they don't get Carlson. I don't think Verlander is moving from the Mets. I don't think Verlander has like another year of baseball left in him, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, he has another year on his contract, so maybe another team could convince him, or maybe the Mets might just keep him.
Yeah,
I think the smart thing would to be to keep him for like next year, because if you don't, you're likely just only gonna have uh Kodai Senga.
yeah. And a team can't live off of Senga alone, even if he's actually doing good for once.
Yeah.
He had a,
We talked shit about him for a little bit, and then he was like, and I took that personally.
he just had to adapt to the American scene. As it turns out, Americans are way better at seeing ghosts than the Japanese are.
Yeah. All right. Next up on the tier list, we've got the Marlins.
Marlins,
I'm gonna put them in wild card.
I think they're wild card pace by NL standards. Yeah,
They're making they're making a few moves during the deadline to make themselves better, and they've already been doing pretty well as is.
yeah. I think
They're
if anything, they have a strong. If nothing else, they have a strong chance of overtaking the Phillies in their position. And I think the only other person that could take, well, I think the only other team that is like around the Marlins' same pace is the Giants.
yeah.
I guess the Brewers also. I feel like we're going to be putting a lot of teams in wild card this list.
Okay. According to John Heyman, who made the world famous G-Man Choi and Rich Hill to the Orez,
The
tweet,
Ozres.
the Ozres tweet, teams are calling for Cardinals outfielder Dylan Carlson, uh, but the Cardinals are unlikely to move him unless they get a young MLB starting pitcher. So, starting pitcher who's already in the MLB and is young. So, for example, like a Mackenzie Gore or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's getting Carlson, but we'll see. It's deadline days.
All right.
Isn't over yet. Hang on, I need some water. I'll be right back.
All right. It's just me for a little bit. Unless I decide to edit this part out, in which case I probably might.
Sorry about that. I'm white, and the spicy ramen got me.
The spicy ramen got me.
Started choking.
All right.
Like the one fucking like that Hot Ones interview with Idris Elba, where he's like, "What the fuck?"
I love that video. That's the best video on the internet. All right. Next up, we've got the Astros.
Astros are definitely division pace.
And it's the division pace. They're the Astros.
Yep, like we were pretty sure they were going to win the World Series again. It might still happen. If it does, I'll be fucked up about that. But at least it means that I'll be less likely to play Winnie the Pooh home run derby this year.
Oh yeah, that is happening still.
Yes, I think we should. I think if it goes well, we should make it a tradition.
Make it a tradition. One of us always has to play Winnie the Pooh baseball. All right. Next up, we've got the Braves. Their World Series.
Yeah, the Braves are straight up just fucking World Series. No one is winning the NL East division that isn't named the Braves.
Yeah. And then I'm also gonna put the Orioles at World Series pace.
I agree. I think I almost call them the Warriors.
The Warriors.
The Orioles will probably keep their lead. I think. This has been
Especially,
an insane year for them.
yeah. I think they'll especially keep up that pace if they go and grab themselves a starting pitcher within the next 4 hours.
Damn, they only got 4 hours.
Pretty much, yeah. Or no, in about 15 minutes, 3 hours.
Oh yeah. You think you think they have anyone they can offer for Carlson?
Uh, Grayson Rodriguez. But I don't think the Orioles need Carlson. Is
Probably.
the thing.
Probably not. And I'm willing to believe that because the Orioles are the top of their division, and my team is the bottom of its division. Who's next?
Um, the Guardians.
Guardians. I don't even want to say wild card pace because they're the second place in AL Central, and that's far below every other division in the AL. So I'd call them mid.
Yeah, they're mid. I'm also gonna go ahead and put the Twins at mid too.
Yeah, I mean the Twins will win their division. That's inevitable, but that's not saying a whole lot.
They're probably gonna get eliminated first round anyway, so.
Yeah.
And then next up, we've got the Rockies. Put them in A's tier.
Yep. The Rockies continue to be the worst team in the NL. I'm very glad the Cardinals aren't there anymore.
And then next, we've got the Tigers. I actually might. Oh wait, no, they have 2 trade pieces that they could give up. I'm gonna put them in trash for now. And if they keep up the pace, I might consider putting them in mid.
I'm guessing that well the white actually wait no they'll do it in the order. What's next?
Next, we've got the Brewers.
The Brewers. Wild card.
Wild card.
Actually, yeah, no, yeah, wild card. I think the Reds are going to get it.
Okay. Now we've got the Angels. Put them in the Angels tier, which is mid. The Angels are always mid.
The designated Angels tier.
And then we got the Phillies.
Phillies. I would put Phillies in mid. Or wait, where'd you put Marlins?
Put Marlins in wild card.
Oh, the Phillies probably should go there too. Then they're in the same air. They're in the same like ballpark right now. I think they're a little bit worse though.
Yeah.
They have one less loss, but the Marlins are making a bunch of trades, and the Phillies haven't done shit.
They have not done anything. I'm going to make sure they haven't done anything right now on Twitter.com. Which I'm not going to start calling X because that's stupid.
Yeah, it's not a fucking robot.
Oh, what the fuck?
What? What happened?
The Astros are getting Justin Verlander.
What? Again?
Yeah.
You're fucking shitting me.
I don't understand.
He literally. He
You
didn't
let
even
him
play
walk
for the
last
fucking
off
year.
season.
You're the fucking team that let him go. What the fuck?
Now you're giving shit away to get him back?
Maybe they needed him that fucking bad. Just look how the Astros have been fucking playing this year.
I guess. Holy hell.
Yeah. Who's next?
Who's next on the tier list? We'll get more details on that Mets trade later. Next on the tier list is the Padres.
Um, Mid.
Or should I say the Ozres,
You should call them the mid-rays.
the mid-res, the mid-rays. Yeah, they are mid. Honestly, pretty big surprise. I thought they'd win their division this year.
Yeah, yeah, so did I.
I thought this was their year.
It seemed like this would be a good year for the Padres. The problem is the Diamondbacks popped off, the Giants popped off, and the Dodgers were the Dodgers. The Padres simply just haven't been able to compete. They're just kind of not in the running. And it's so weird seeing players like Machado and Soto being a team that isn't making playoffs this year.
Yeah. They could bounce back, but that's very unlikely.
They'd need a miracle.
Yeah.
Like
Next,
a goose, perhaps.
yeah. Next up, we've got the Rangers.
The Rangers, their division.
They are division. It's funny because, fucking Verlander and Scherzer went from being teammates to, being rivals fighting over a division.
And they're both like veteran pitchers too.
Yeah. Holy
That's-
hell.
That's gonna be fun.
I can't believe the Astros like went back to like God, what's the word I'm thinking of whenever Oh, they relapsed. They relapsed back to Justin Verlander.
Yeah, they like came crawling back to him because they realized they can't win with Valdez as an opener.
God, I want to know what the I want to know what the Astros gave up. 2 minor league players. That's it?
You shitting me?
That's it?
The Mets gave Verlander away for fucking prospects?
They better be good prospects. They better be good prospects. Holy hell. You just gave the Astros 2 months and another year of Justin Verlander, where they're probably gonna make him into a Cy Young contending pitcher yet again.
Yep. It would be so fucked up if he carried another World Series win.
That would be pretty fucked up.
I would die inside. Who's next? Some of the broth got into my eye, by the way.
Oh, yikes.
It feels like shit. No, nothing. I need to go flush it out, though. It's fine. It's manageable.
That's good at least.
Yeah, as I was saying, on the list.
Oh yeah, the tier list. Next we've got the Red Sox.
Mid, where they belong.
Mid tier, la 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 la. And then we've got the Giants.
Giants. Honestly, their division pace.
They are really?
I think it's either them or the Dodgers, honestly.
All right, fair enough. I'm gonna go ahead and put the Dodgers there too then.
I think the D-backs could also get it. NL West is honestly pretty close.
We're putting all 3 of them there, huh?
Honestly, it's a close division. The only thing that sucks is that the Dodgers have like 4 less losses than the Giants and 5 less losses than the Diamondbacks.
Yeah. Hopefully that changes, because that would be really funny.
Did my mic cut off when I said Diamondbacks?
Maybe a little.
God, that shit sucks.
No, it's
I hate
fine.
when I don't know why my mic keeps like drooping and then it stops. Like I gotta like put it right in my face if I want to be very particularly audible. In any case, yeah, it's a close division. The good dogs, Brent.
Yeah. Next, we've got the White Sox. They're in dog water.
Yeah,
They're so bad. They're giving away assets now. It's not looking good for the White Sox.
I'd want to rebuild my team from the ground up too if I were Chicago White Sox.
It's a very cruel world out there in South Side Chicago. Let's see if we've figured out whom. The Mets will receive outfielder Drew Gilbert from the Astros deal for Verlander. Let me look
Just
at
one. Just one prospect.
as of right now.
Oh, okay.
They haven't announced the other one. Let me look
Still
at.
blows my fucking mind the Mets took that deal.
I'm surprised they traded Verlander. Drew Gilbert. Oh, look at that. He's currently Houston's #1 overall prospect. So
Guess there's that.
there's that. He's having a pretty good year so far in both high A and double A. So
And the #1 prospect is in fucking Double A. Go on.
okay, the tweet says plus at least one other prospect and money to take the Verlander deal.
Money? Queens is taking money?
No, Queens is giving money.
Oh. What? That blows my mind even more. What the fuck?
They did it for Scherzer too, which is why they only got Acuna out of that deal. But yeah, Mets got themselves the Astros' top prospect right now. And maybe another top prospect, maybe, but I don't know. Anyways,
How
back
far
to
are
the
we on
tier
the
list.
list?
We are on the Cubs.
Cubs. Mid.
Mid tier.
They're not making the playoffs.
Fuck you,
Bottom
Chicago.
text. Fuck you, Chicago.
Man, I hate Indianapolis. The only place I hate more than Indianapolis, Chicago. Alright,
Wario was right.
Wario was right. And then we've got the Nationals.
Yeah, honestly, put them in trash.
Yeah, they've earned the trash tier.
Were
Oh
they
wait,
in
no.
dog water before?
No, never mind. I just realized we still had them in trash.
Yeah, they're still trash. Nothing
We
has changed.
we had them, the Cubs, and the Phillies in trash.
Fucked up. The Cubs have advanced.
The Cubs and Phillies have both moved up.
Yeah, considerably.
Yeah.
I think
But
the Phillies more so than the Cubs, though.
But hey, at least the Nationals have two new teams to keep them company.
God, yeah.
I wonder where did we put the Tigers? Oh, we put them in dog water. Okay, so they did move up. White Sox stayed where they are.
Oh, if the Tigers are in dog water, the Nats should be in dog water too, actually.
Oh.
The Nats have a worse score than the Tigers.
Yeah, but I'd say that the Nats are still better than the White Sox because they actually have like they actually have like you know like they're they've actually had some pretty good games from what I've seen, and some of their like young players are starting to make like names for themselves. They're starting to turn a corner and whatnot, and the White Sox are basically giving away all their players.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's fair. Go on. Go on. What's next on the list?
The Reds.
Division.
God, I hate that you're right.
We all hate it. Trust me. Unfortunately, the Reds are propelled by Sonic the Hedgehog in human fucking form. His name is Ellie De La Cruz. He literally calls himself the fastest man alive.
I don't doubt him, is the thing.
He's fucking fast.
Dude's fucking fast, and he has power.
I haven't seen a guy that fast since Real Muto last year.
Yeah, holy fuck, dude. Holy shit. Dude literally came up to the Reds, and all of a sudden now they're one of the biggest teams in the league right now.
It's fucking messed up.
It really is just like we really
Especially after last year, they were literally the worst.
yeah, they went from the worst to the best within a single year. And I think that's crazy to think about. All right, I'm gonna quickly look and see if we found anything else out about the Verlander trade, or if any other crazy trade has happened. Bob Nightingale, you're wrong. It's not Logan Gilbert. It's fucking Drew Gilbert. You. Why do these
God,
Why do these baseball analysts not know how to tweet? God.
who knows?
But yeah, nothing has come out uh, for the next for the other prospect that the Mets are getting.
I don't think I name out of prospects. I don't think like even if it's their number two prospect as well as their number one. I don't think it's gonna be that worth it for the Mets. I think the Mets are shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah. Oh, fuck off, at Cut4. You literally just took a picture of fucking. You took a promotional picture of Verlander from last year. I mean, I'm kind of glad that the Mets are building up their farm system again, but I feel like there were better ways to do that than trade
Yeah.
both of the guys you spent a lot of money for. I mean,
Yeah, it's very
hey,
right.
at least they're showing that, hey, okay, maybe it wasn't such a good idea to pay a lot of money for these two very old pitchers.
Yeah. God.
Ryan Clifford, who is the Astros' number 4 best prospect, is also going to the Mets.
Let's see. Who's next on the list?
Next on the list, The next on the list are either Cardinals, Pirates, and Mets. Depends on where we want to go first.
Well, Cammy's not here, so Mets will go first, and I think we put them in trash, to be honest.
Yeah, that especially after that deal. Holy hell.
And I think the Cardinals get the dubious honor of going back up to trash
Yippee!
because they were in dog water, and I think they're on their upswing. They're doing a lot better than they were before. I don't think they're quite mid though, especially because the league really wants the Cardinals to get washed over and over again by the Cubs, and it's fucking irritating. I'm pretty sure we've single-handedly padded the Cubs score, and that's the only reason they're not second. They're not fourth place in the division.
Yeah. Speaking of fourth place in the division, how about them Pirates in Dogwater?
Worse than the Cards, you think?
Yeah.
I guess with those trades, you might be.
Yeah, because you guys are actually getting good players out of your guys. We haven't been getting a whole lot. But it's whatever.
Yeah,
It's whatever. This is a learning curve year, anyways. Hopefully next year we'll actually put it all together.
need any more copium in the tank?
Yes, dear.
Well, yeah, I think that concludes the tier list, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the tier list.
Things are really coming to a head. Your division is either very close or already over, with no middle ground.
Yeah, there is no. Oh, well, maybe.
And if you are an
Why is
NL
that
East team
showing?
fan like Cammy, then I'm sorry. Maybe when the postseason starts, you can grab a beer and then grab another beer and then another beer and then another beer and maybe another beer after that. And I'll do the same if the Astros win the World Series again. I
Yeah,
say that I don't even drink that often.
I'm about to be legally allowed to drink. This is my last show as a 20-year-old.
Damn. I assure you, as someone who is 25, that is the only thing that will change about your life.
Crazy.
These years are built up as like magical years where fucking insane shit happens. They're not. My pro tip is I wouldn't. Well, my pro tip to anyone who's like 20 something, I wouldn't consider yourself grown until you're like 30, or at the very least like 26, which I will be in a few months. But I digress.
Mets trade deadline haul so far, according to Anthony DiComo. Max Scherzer, Justin Verlander, out. Well, no, out. Max Scherzer, Justin Verlander, David Robertson, Mark Canha. In Lisango, Angel Acuna, Drew Gilbert, Ryan Clifford, Marco Vargas, Ronald Hernandez, Justin Jarvis.
I think it was shit.
Yeah, I mean
I think
we'll just have to wait and see, huh?
yeah. After all, this has been a weird year, and when we try to make predictions based on the past, like we're fucking weathermen,
Yeah.
hasn't gone too well. I
All right.
think though that we've gone over basically everything we have to go over.
Yeah, so that's gonna wrap up the show.
It's like expect us. You can expect us at like what 6 p.m. at the time of recording.
For stream,
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about not doing it now.
Oh really?
Yeah, I might do something else.
Okay, that's fair.
I might still want to go over them a little bit, but I'll let you know if that ends up being the case.
All right. Any particular reason, if I may ask?
I'm just not feeling it.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. But yeah, hope you guys are excited for the playoffs as I am, even though my team is not fucking making it. And have a wonderful evening. Get on the ball with
With
us. Yeah,
SBS Baseball. Bye! Scussy Baseball.
Yeah, Scussy, SCS pussy.
I'm so glad I started recording.
Oh, wait, that's on record.
I literally started recording as I said Scussy Baseball. SCS Pussy. God.